Welcome, everyone. Tonight's going to be exciting because we're celebrating the life of Joseph.
Even though Joseph lived almost 4,000 years ago, his life still shows us how we should live today.
Joseph knew God and trusted him. And in Joseph's life, we see the godly character that the Lord wants to develop in all of us.
Tonight, we want you to be part of this stupendous celebration. So check the screens for your cues. Hold on to your seats, watch, listen, and learn as Joseph goes from the pit to the palace. Joseph, this is your life. You grew up in the land of Canaan with your father Jacob and your 11 brothers. You were the second youngest. Tonight we have some people to help celebrate your past. See if you recognize this voice.
Such a cute little boy, and your father loved you so much. He had big plans for your life and made a special coat for you.
Why, that's Billa, our housekeeper.
Red, yellow, green, and black, these were the colors on your back. You were handsome, yes it's true. One good-looking Hebrew, one good-looking Hebrew. And looking, the coat of many colors, given by your dad, a symbol of authority, and made your brothers mad. Red, yellow, green, and black, these were the colors on your back. You are handsome, yes it's true. One good-looking Hebrew, one good-looking Hebrew.
Just like my old coat. I love that coat, but it sure caused a lot of problems with my brothers.
You can say that again. When you were 17 years old, your life was turned upside down. See if this brings back memories.
Oh great, look who's coming. You can see that tacky coat for miles.
It looks like a seat coat over a chariot.
I can't stand him. It's bad enough for our father's favorite and will one day be the head of our family. But now all we hear are those crazy dreams of his, where he sees us all bowing down to him. That'll never happen.
I have enough of him.
I hate him. Come on, let's hurt him. Let's get rid of him for good. But what are we going to tell Father? Tell him an animal ate him.
No, don't hurt him. Just throw him in one of the pits.
That's a great idea. Consider it done. Then we'll see what becomes of his dreams. Hey guys, look over there. What do you see? I see a caravan heading our way. What do you see? I see opportunity knocking. That's a group of Ishmaelites going to Egypt to do some trading. Have I got a deal for them? If we let Joseph stay in one of the pits, and what's in it for us?
Nothing!
Let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and make a little money. He'll be going forever.
What's bid for this fine young man? He's going. Who'll take him to Egypt land? He's going. He's a perfect help, as you can see. As strong as an ox with all his teeth. He'll make a great slave, yes indeed. He's going, he's going. Who'll start the bidding at 5? Give me 5, give me 5. Do I have a 5? How about a 5? Now I got a 5, but I'm looking for a 10. 10, 10, 10, who'll give me a 10? This lad is a bargain, he's sharp and he's keen. I've got a 10, now I need a 15. Well, I got a 15, looking for a 20. Break out the money, girls, I know you got plenty. 20, I need a 20. Thank you, ma'am. 20 going once, 20 going twice, sold for 20 shekels of silver. He's going, he's going, he's gone. He's going a long, long way from home. He's about as low as a man can be, sold into captivity. Looks like his dreams have all gone wrong. He's going, going, gone. He's going, going, gone. He's going, going, gone. Joseph, I can't imagine going through something like that. Weren't you scared? Didn't you feel hurt and alone?
Yeah, it was the pits. But God's always faithful, and He helped me. When you're going through tough times, you just have to remember that God's in control of everything that happens. He knows what you're going through, and you really aren't alone because God is right there with you. Just trust Him, and He'll help you through your pitiful situations.
When you're feeling down with no friends around, it's pits. No one to talk to, all by yourself. Scared, hurt, lonely, where do you go for help? When it's pits, when it's pits. Look up, 'cause God is in control. He sees you, He hears you, He knows what's going on. He's right there with you, you'll never be alone. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He will make you strong. With pits, with pits, pits. sees you, he hears you, he knows what's going on. He is right there with you, you'll never be alone. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and he will make you strong. When it's pits, when it's pits.
Joseph, when you got to Egypt, our next guest bought you from the Ishmaelite traders.
Oh, you're talking about Potiphar, Pharaoh's captain of the guard.
That's right.
Joseph, you became a trusted servant in my house. I could tell God was with you because he made everything you did successful. I'm no dummy. I put you in charge of my household and fields. Because of you, God has blessed all that I own. Everything was fine until my wife tried to get you to sin. But you were a man of integrity and obeyed God's laws.
Joseph, you did the right thing.
Well, it was God that gave me the strength to stand up to the temptation. He always gives us a way out when we're faced with sin. It's up to us to choose his way.
And that's just what you did. You didn't think twice. You knew just what to do.
Temptation, and in your heart you know it's wrong. Don't wait, don't hesitate, get away fast, be strong. Run, flee, bold, scram, get out of the dark as fast as you can. Don't get caught up in temptation, take control of the situation. Exit, leave, evacuate, hit the road, don't hesitate when things are right and sin is close. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't wait, don't hesitate. The folks tell you, hey, it's alright. Everybody's doing it, so give it a try. Don't give in, just say so long. Don't wait, don't hesitate, get away fast. Be strong, run, flee, bold, scram, get out of the dark as fast as you can. Don't get caught up in temptation, take control of the situation. Exit, leave, evacuate, hit the road, don't hesitate when things are right and sin is close. Give them a great big adios. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't wait, don't hesitate, don't wait, don't wait.
Even though you had done nothing wrong, Potiphar still believed his wife's lies and sent you to prison. You were there a long time, but you had courage and endurance. God kept blessing you, and soon you were in charge of all that went on in the prison. That's when you met two very interesting people.
Oh, that would be Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker. When we were in prison together, they had strange dreams, and God gave me the meaning of the dreams.
And 2 years later, Pharaoh had strange dreams. Remember this?
I could not understand my two dreams. So I commanded that someone tell me what they mean. These 7 fat cows and 7 lean. Inform me now, who will explain about the 14 heads of grain, which 7 good and 7 burned, the meaning of which I should learn.
I know a man, I do, O king, who through his God interprets dreams. I should not have forgotten about this man, and I feel awful. His name is Joseph. This hip Hebrew, he will be here soon to speak to you. His God will help him explain all about the cows and grain.
Greetings, Pharaoh, and hear these things from God are true, that God has told me about your dreams. Know these words from God are true, for he's revealed what he's about to do. These cows and grain, here's what they mean. 7 years of plenty and 7 years of lean. The abundant years will produce great crops, but when the famine comes, all that stops. So find a wise and discerning man, put him in charge of Egypt land, for 7 years storing up grain, and you'll have food when the famine reigns.
I could not, yes, it's true. Find one better than this Hebrew. For you're a strong and godly man. You're now in charge of Hebrew's land.
Very clever. I could not have done it better.
Joseph, when you were 30 years old, you got a big promotion. You went from the pit to the palace and became second in command of all Egypt. How did you remain so humble?
People tried to give me credit for interpreting the dreams and storing the grain, but it wasn't from me. It was from God. God knows all things, even the future. He knew the famine was coming, and he provided a way for people to survive it. I'm just honored that God let me be a part of his plan. He deserves all the glory. It's not about me, it's all about him.
Everything God said came true. There were 7 years of great crops, then 7 years of famine started. It was terrible, and soon people from other countries came to Egypt to buy the grain that you have stored. This brought some very interesting visitors.
I can't believe it. These are my brothers. I haven't seen them in 20 years. I don't think they recognize me. And look, they're bowing down to me, just like in my dreams. Let's see what they're up to. Stand, foreigners! Where do you come from?
We're from the land of Canaan, sir. There's a troubled famine there, and we've came to buy food.
I think you're spies, come to see the weakness of Egypt.
No, sir. We only come to buy food. We're honest men. We're not spies. We're 12 brothers, sons of Jacob, great-grandson of Abraham. Our younger brother is with our father, and one brother is dead.
Maybe my father is still alive. And brother Benjamin, too. Let's find out. Here's how you can prove you're honest men. Leave one brother here in the guardhouse, while the rest of you take grain to Canaan to feed your families. Then bring your youngest brother back to me. That will prove you're not spies.
Thank you, sir. That's just what we'll do.
We're in trouble now. What a mess! Okay, who's gonna stay here in Egypt? Any volunteers? No, let's decide like real men.
Rock, paper, scissors! Rock, paper, scissors! Rock, paper, scissors! Sorry, Simeon, you stay.
I can't believe this. Our father is going to be so upset when he hears that Simeon is in jail. And you know what attached he is to Benjamin. He'll never let us bring him back.
This is awful. Obviously, we're being punished for what we have did to our brother Joseph. He begged us not to hurt him, but we wouldn't listen.
Didn't I tell you not to hurt the boy? Now we have to pay for what we've done. This is what we deserve. It's payback time.
I can't believe my brothers didn't recognize me, but they've changed too. God has changed their hearts. I've often wondered what I would say if by chance I saw you one day. Would I be angry, seeking revenge? Would I turn around and just walk away? What you meant for harm, God used for good. He had a you've done to me, I forgive. You, my brothers, I love you so, and want you to know I forgive. I love you so, and want you to know I
Joseph, may I ask you a personal question? After all that your brothers did to you, how were you able to forgive them and show them compassion?
I spent a lot of time talking with God about that. He helped me forgive them. God forgives me when I sin against him, and he expects me to forgive others when they sin against me.
That's hard to do.
But with God, all things are possible.
Well, Joseph, the famine continued, and once again your family in Canaan ran out of food. Your father Jacob had no choice. He had to let your brothers take Benjamin back and go back to Egypt. That's when this man became a key player.
Hello, Mr. Joseph. I know you remember me. I was your go-to guy during Operation Give 'em Grain.
I'd know that voice anywhere. It's my steward Stu.
Mr. Joseph, I'll never forget the day your brothers returned to Egypt. As soon as you saw them, you turned to me and said, Sue, we're throwing a party. Prepare a feast. Mr. Joseph, when your brothers arrived for lunch and you saw your youngest brother, I think his must have been a musician. I believe his name was Benjamin.
It's pronounced Benjamin, Stu.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Joseph. Anyway, when you saw your youngest brother, you got teary-eyed and had to leave the room. I could tell you he was your favorite. When it was time for your youngest brother to leave for home, you had me set up a little surprise for them. Do you remember what that was, Mr. Joseph?
I certainly do, Stu. Operation Bring 'em Back. We put the money they paid for the grain back in their sacks, and in Benjamin's sack, we put my silver cup.
When they had gone just a short while from town, you had me go and get them. I had those boys open their bags, and I accused them for being thieves. Don't you know they were shocked?
Yes!
Don't you know they were confused?
Yes!
And don't you know they were scared?
Yes!
And don't you know I loaded them up on their donkeys and had them trot back to Mr. Joseph?
Yes!
And here's what happened next.
We didn't take the money.
What's happening here? I don't understand. How did that cup get in the bag?
What were you thinking? Didn't you know you'd be caught? You, with my silver cup, you'll be my slave. The rest of you can go back to your father.
Please, sir, don't do this to Benjamin. Is our father's youngest son. It will kill him if the boy doesn't come home. Please let me be your slave. Instead, let Benjamin go home with my brothers. It will break my father's heart if he doesn't come home.
I can't take any longer. I have to tell them who I am. Come closer. Please come closer. I'm Joseph, your brother. The one you sold to the Ishmaelite traders. Now don't be scared. It's okay. And don't be upset with yourselves for what you've done. Because God sent me ahead of you to Egypt, so that He'd keep our family alive during the famine. God put me in Egypt, not you.
Is it really you, Joseph?
We never thought you'd see you again. It's been more than 20 years. You're alive and in charge. I can't believe it.
All of this was a part of God's plan. He's in control of everything. He's all-powerful. He knows all things, including the future. He's an amazing and mighty God.
Control of everything.
Almighty God, over heaven and earth forever He reigns. Almighty God, His plans never be undone. Almighty God, His like Him there is none. Almighty God, amazing, Almighty God, amazing, Almighty God.
He works in wonders and knows all things. He even knows what future brings. His understanding has no end. I am coming in. Almighty God.
Joseph, we have one final chapter of your life. to celebrate. We know you could never forget this voice.
The happiest day of my life was when your brothers came home and told me that you were alive. Our family moved to Egypt to be near you, so God could provide for us during the last 5 years of famine.
Thank you, Father, and thanks to all of you for this wonderful celebration tonight. But all the praise and glory should go to God. God is faithful. He was with me each step of the journey, and He was in control of all that happened. God brought me to Egypt, and God blessed me in the house of Potiphar and prison as well. God sent Pharaoh's dreams and gave me the interpretation. God placed me in command of Egypt and all of this to accomplish His plans.
For me, He will see through every circumstance that comes your way. And more than that, He will bless you and teach you and mold your character.
So know Him and trust Him, and if you're willing, God will give you the privilege of being involved in His plans. He's the all-powerful, all-knowing, ever-present God. Let's praise Him now and forever. Thank you for coming. We hope you enjoyed the story about Joseph's life from the pit to the palace. We want to wish all the mothers and grandmothers a happy Mother's Day. And we're also going to be celebrating in Dove Hall.